So weapons level 2 now on the way. I think if he had have been paying attention to these battles, he'd probably want to be focusing on armor at the moment, just because these Colossus can... what I wouldn't mind seeing here from Throllax is just have the Colossus sit here, push at his front door with his, you know, Zealots and I guess with the extended thermal lance. But there is a siege tank here. No, I think that'd be better. Get the Zealots and the Stalkers in the front, and then stick the Colossi in the back after that's done. Very good placement there. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but he is just outside of range of these missile turrets. There's not. I think they've got a range of about here, so not out by much. But yeah, this is this game's pretty much gone to Throllax. I think I might just fast forward. Oh no, here we go. I was gonna say I'll fast forward a little bit until there's an engagement, but it appears that that's about to happen now. Do have the forces of Wildcard moving out to start bombing this massive Protoss ball, but Throllax does obviously notice, considering he's focusing on that, and does decide to skirt out a little bit just to avoid the range of those Thors. How close are we to having that upgrade? I don't think it'll be done in time. He did unsiege his tank! Worst time to unsiege his tank. He should have known it was coming. It's not going to be able to start shelling straight away, but he does get it up before they do start pushing up the ramp. That would have been devastating if he had got forces up the ramp and then started hitting the siege tank. That would have just been lights out, but he does have something to spot. I'm not quite sure what. I think the Colossi there were just close enough, but this push, I don't know. I don't think Wildcard has enough to hold out here. There are so many Stalkers and Zealots and Colossi with, I'm assuming, more upgrades, but they are getting sniped very quickly. We do have level 3 ground weapons, so there were a lot of weapons, and I just don't think it's going to be enough to... I don't think there's going to be enough. No, there's only one Thor and 2 Marines, so that's it. Lights out for Wildcard now. I think we do have a Changeling for Wheezy. I don't know where it is, but I'm sure it'll make an appearance at some point. Probably... Well, actually, I don't really know what it'd be doing. But yeah, that's lights out for Wildcard. So now I think it's just a matter until he finds Tannoy hiding down in the corner here, and that'll be the end of it. But we do have a lot of Mutalisks. 23 of them, in fact. That's a lot. Obviously saving his lava and just spat out a ton of them while this battle is going on. He's going to be taking out this to begin his second high yield, as he is mining well here. But I don't think there's going to be a lot, because he's a long way ahead in production. He's mined out at his high yield. He's nearly mined out at his natural. He has a mining base here, although Wheezy's creep is starting to make its way around the board. I don't know. I mean, there's not a lot of expansions left, which is uncreeped at the moment. He may actually need, if he wants to continue expanding and just sort of finding out where he is, he may need to actually bring in Observer and start taking out these creep tumors. But Wildcard not completely out of the game yet. He does have this high yield, obviously hidden. This is going to get taken out, obviously. Do have a lot of muters. It's a free Colossus there if he pushes in, which he is doing. There is a Stalker there to protect it. He does get focused down really quickly because he does have those level 2 range upgrades. Sniping out this Colossus is going to go down really, really quickly. And there we go. Now starting to focus down the robotics bay, so no more Colossus will be produced after this until they've been rebuilt. But Throllax's income is sitting at a ridiculously high level. He is now taking out the robotics bay, so no more... Well, and then he just warps in a ton of Stalkers, but there are 20... Well, there are a lot. I believe it's 24 per entire page, so 23 Mutalisks here. They are going to be focus firing down these, but there are some photon cannons, so this number is going to get slowly but surely dragged down. Now sitting at 20, 19, but it is a very slow process. He could lose his main here. This would be a huge setback if he does lose all of these gateways. But he is focus firing down. I think he should be pulling out to try and focus down these unit structures to get himself back in the game. He has almost supply blocked in, but his forces are coming back now. There we go. So the blink does come in. I think there are a lot more Stalkers than there are Mutalisks, so this will go down pretty quickly. So there we go, the engagement. I think Tannoy should be trying to pull out if he can. I don't know how good the other forces... He is trying to stick around. He should just completely pull out here. I think that the Stalkers will eventually chase him down, and if he gets cornered, he will lose them. Although, he could quite possibly take out some probes here. I mean, this is about his only mining base. He has another mining base here, but that one's only just started to be saturated, and he does have 2 full bases, so I think at the moment the income tab would be favouring him. Yes, it is. It is favouring him at the moment, so I mean, if he can deal a little... Well, I guess with the if we have a look at the army tab, I think he's a long way ahead. Yeah, he's triple, triple at the moment. So, yeah, I still don't think this is enough to sort of do anything. But you know, you never know. Again, creep is still continuing to be spread around the board by Wheezy. I think what I'd be doing is I'd just be doing a chain. You can, because you know, as soon as there's enough creep to place it, just place it, and then it makes the creep spread faster. So if you get a nice daisy chain going, you could get all around the map really quickly. But I don't think it really matters. I think he's just staying in the game just to see who wins, despite the obviousness of it at the moment. So we do have drones being produced at this high yield. Not too bad here. This one is not fully saturated. I'm guessing these are a ton of Zerglings. I don't think, without any upgrades, I don't think they're going to be able to do that much. We do have upgrades being researched. Carapace and melee attacks level 2 for both. So not bad. But I think the problem was that the Zerg didn't just do... We do have an Ultralisk cabin. Do we have any Ultras on the board? Let's have a look at the units tab and see if there are any Ultras. There may have been some that are already dead. I'm guessing that's the case, but yeah, I think the thing here was that neither Zerg player expanded. They both went one base, and when both the Protoss and the Terran expanded first, there's one Ultralisk. We do have nukes being researched by the by 2 nukes being built with a ghost. Although I think, where are they? Not quite sure where they are actually. No, I have no idea where these ghosts are, but this could be interesting. We could be seeing some nukes going down if these two sort of unofficially ally against Throllax, because I mean at this stage he is so far ahead. Even I think the 2 of them won't be able to compete. There are some more Ultralisks here. So this high yield is here. He has taken down the hive, I believe. Yep, he has taken down the hive, so this is pretty much going to be the last stand for Tannoy. I think he'll probably just battle until these units are taken out. I don't think Throllax has even bothered rebuilding his lost structures. No, he hasn't. I think he's just going to stick with these warp gates now, because he is so far ahead. But some nuke action could be interesting. How close are they to being done? Let's have a look. Oh no, they're done! So, I don't know why the ghosts are, but I don't think that really matters now. But I mean, what I would be doing is I'd be lifting this. Oh, here we go. They're probably in here. Yep, 3 ghosts. What I would be doing is loading this up, flying it away, self-nuking with cloak ghosts. Does he have cloak? He does. Oh no, that's from the Ghost Academy. He does. So that's what I'd be doing. Load this up with SCVs, pick it up, throw it away. Quick. It's not really gonna work. Oh well, that one hasn't finished yet. But I mean, he does have nukes. And that's what I'd be doing. I'd be self-nuking just for fun. Bunch of ultras and Zerglings here, with a few mutas, but again, I just don't think it's enough. I think the day will belong to Throllax, and for those, because everyone can see the game clock, there's not a lot of time left, so I'll just leave it as is. Do have another expansion here, which has been taken on by a Brave Zilla on 5 health. What a trooper! He'll be working on that for a while though. We do have zealots. We do have units sitting at pretty much all the expansions now in case of re-expansion by these players. So Wildcard is now out of it. He will be losing his last structure now. So that's it. Wildcard is pretty much done. He has 1 factory flying over here, and then Wheezy he's simply got these creep tumors, which are spreading out all over the place. Another high yield now going down because he has pretty much mined out his natural. So we'll be seeing a transfer to there soon. Not that it really matters because there's just not enough here. All the Zerglings are dead and the Ultras are getting rather low on health. Doesn't have a queen to transfuse either, so this is probably going to be it. There is a lonely corruptor here, but I think that's pretty much game at this stage. There we go. So Tannoy left. That's the end of him. So there's Wildcard with his factory. I think he has a lot of resources left though. He does have some ghosts as well. I mean, he's not completely out of the game. I mean, well, I shouldn't say that. He is completely out of the game, but he can still have some random fun and just, you know, try and pick off as much as you can with Cloak Ghost. But there we go, Wildcard leaving the game now. So all that's left is Captain Creep Tumor and our Victor, who is Throllax. Because as much as Wheezy would like to win, he can't win with Creep Tumors. So that's pretty much game. We're just waiting now for the last player. I'm going to speed this up a little bit because there's pretty much just chatting. He's just spreading, yeah, as he said, he's just spreading creep for fun. Does he have a base? Maybe. No is the answer. He should really see these creep tumors. So I think that was supposed to be Psy instead of Side. But GG, and then Wheezy leaves the game. So that's all she wrote for this one. Our Cult of Kings clan member is victorious in a 5-person free-for-all. It was a good game. I think it was pretty obvious that Throllax was a little bit better than all those players, especially poor Ollie. He didn't really have a lot of game time. I think he was kind of the least experienced, and I did think it was a little bit unfair that that Wildcard did Reaper rush him, but you know, doesn't really matter as long as he had fun. Yeah. And that's all she wrote for this one, so I'm out of jokes and out of StarCraft, so I'm done.